Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weight loss project. My name, once again, is Rolando Farr. Welcome to day 43. So, yesterday. Yesterday was actually not a bad day. It was actually a pretty good day. Um, you know, at work had some stress going on as usual, but, other than that, lunch was good. Um, Kept my fast. No soda. No, actually, no, I'm lying. I did have a Coke. I had a massive migraine yesterday, and usually Cokes help deal with that. You take some Excedrins, have a Coke, and they disappear. I don't know if it's psychological or not. We're not going to test it. But the highlight of yesterday is we have a friend here named Rachel, and she has a health coach. So yesterday, she tried to have a three-way conversation where I can talk to this health coach and talk to her about different things. This health coach, she got her PhD. I forgot the field. But basically, she just helps people. She helps people with their weight, lose weight and all that. So that's why Rachel reached out to me, because she knows that I'm doing this and she wanted to help out. So I really appreciate Rachel for doing that. Thank you, Rachel. I wasn't able to connect with the coach, but I did have a good conversation with Rachel about, what I've learned in preparation to doing this, and all the things that I researched and everything that I've read, everything that I looked at, and in reality, it was quite a bit of things. Um, I've read a few books, watched tons of documentaries, read tons of articles. I mean, watched YouTube videos. You name it. I've done it. Because this is no joke. And this is my takeaways from it. There's this book called The Obesity Code by Dr. Jason Fung. I recommend that book to anybody that wants to start losing weight because of the way he explains things. He doesn't advocate a certain diet. He doesn't advocate eating a certain way. He doesn't advocate doing certain things. He just knows what causes people to gain weight and what helps you lose weight, and what type of body you have, and what are some things you might be able to do that. But he doesn't say you eat this, eat that. No, no. And something that I like about the book is that it doesn't matter what diet you start with. It doesn't matter what diet you do. They'll work at the beginning because you're restricting something, whether that be calories or sugars or carbs, whatever it is. You're restricting something, so they work short term, very short term. No, but in the long term, they're unsustainable. For one, I can't do the keto diet. My system just cannot handle that much fat, and I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. I've tried a couple times, and no, it's better that I don't. Let's just put it that way. That doesn't work for me. But there are things that I've learned about my body and things that I can do, that do help me. For example, I can eat rice all day, and I really don't gain weight from rice. Right? Kind of weird, but whatever. And so I was talking to Rachel about that yesterday, and I was reminded of a few things. So one, intermittent fasting. A lot of people doing it. That's the it thing to do right now. I'm not doing it because it's the it thing to do right now. I'm doing it because of all the short-term benefits you get from it. I don't know what it's like to do it long-term. There's no studies for long-term. Some people say it's good. Some people say it's bad. I don't know. All I know is that it's helping me right now. I feel better. I do better, and it's helping me lose weight. So for right now, I'm still going to do that. Because of all the benefits. I feel mental acuity in the mornings. I'm ready to go. I'm losing weight. I'm doing all these things, that I get from it. Not to mention, save on the pocketbook if you're only having 2 meals a day. Just saying. Then the next one, besides that, is, the benefits of what I'm eating. Like I said, I don't cut things out of my diet. Like if I'm really, really dying for some ice cream, I'll have a taste, or I'll get it later. But when the I'll get it later doesn't work. The other day, about 4 weeks ago, I'm driving around, about an hour away from home, and I really wanted some ice cream. So I didn't have any water with me. I stopped by a gas station, to grab some water. This, um, mineral water. And I grabbed a Snickers ice cream bar. Ate it. That was it. Didn't think about ice cream anymore. Haven't had ice cream since. I haven't really thought about it. But I don't have that craving in my head, just, burrowing a hole, saying that I want it. So that's something else that, we had in that discussion with Rachel. Something else that I was reminded of is that, we gotta find what works for us. And, what works for me is not going to work for you or the other person, vice versa. With Rachel, I found out that she does a lot better when she has a lot of small meals, throughout the day, and snacks and that. I don't do well with that. One, I don't have the time. Two, the patience. And three, if I have that many meals a day, I actually, I don't lose any weight. I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. Um, Maybe a combination, and I'm not ruling it out completely, but I'm just saying for right now, that's not something that I'll be doing. Because the benefits are not as good as what the benefits that I'm getting now with what I'm doing currently. Another thing is I try to restrict the type of carbs I take into my system. We need roughage, we need fiber in our system. So rice, potatoes, uncut carbs, normal carbs I do eat, sweet potatoes, that sort of thing I do. But what I try to stay away from is pastas, breads, refined sugars, that sort of thing. Those carbs without the roughage, without the fiber, that just go into your body and turn into sugar. I try to stay away from those as much as possible because our bodies weren't designed to have those type of carbs. Our bodies were designed to have the carbs that we're having now. Something else that I found in my research that came up yesterday is also the fact that, and we're just looking at this from a standpoint of the way our bodies are put together, and our bodies, they were put together, they evolved that, when we eat, we're geared to look for easy calories, right? Because back then it meant survival. If you found honey or fruits or whatever, those are easy, quick calories that you can store away. That might mean your survival during the winter. That might mean that you're going to make it another season, right? So that's why, our palates are geared for that stuff, to look for that stuff and to intake of that. I'm a prime candidate for that. I love sweet stuff, I love ding dongs. I love, soft drinks. I love candy bars. Well, some candy bars, not all of them. Hot cocos or that sort of thing. Bread. Oh my goodness, I love bread. But, because our bodies are geared for that, to get those easy calories. In our day and age, we have such an abundance of food, we don't need to go hunting. We don't need to, gather. All we need to do is go to the supermarket because somebody has done that already for us. What we need to do is go check what we want, pick it up, bring it home, cook it, eat it. Not even cook it now. Just bring it home, throw it in the microwave or throw it in the oven, and 20 minutes later, you're sitting down to a meal. That's how easy it is now. So that's where our bodies haven't caught up with the way we eat. That's why, we have a lot of people like me that are overweight, is because we haven't learned to balance that. Me, for example, I know where I'm at because I haven't done anything physically, and I stress eat. My job can be high stress sometimes. I had other jobs that were high stress, and so, when you're feeling, my response is to stuff my face with something. And food is so cheap. I mean, you go to fast food places, for $3 you can get 3 sandwiches. What's that, man? That's ridiculous, But yeah, you try to eat healthy, you try to get a salad, and it's $8-9, at a supermarket. So it was definitely more expensive to eat well. That's something else, that we're talking about with Rachel, is that when you try to eat well, you have to pay more and you have to plan better. You can't just let's go on the road and no, you know. So those were the things that I was reminded of really how much I've looked into this. I'm not doing anything lightly. I'm not doing anything on the whim here. Everything is very methodical. If you're going to do something similar, do your research. Learn about what you're going to do. Last Wednesday, I talked about me I did a tryout to be a speaker at a conference. And so my topic was about dreams. I don't know if you remember that. And we're talking about dreams and how, there's 3 parts to a dream that I feel you need to do in order to achieve them. The first part is know what you need to do to achieve your dream. Same thing with this. I've gone, I've looked, I've studied, I've read, I took 6 months worth of preparations, I've read books, whatever I can get my hands on to help me do this in preparation to get this going. Then, have my goal to be healthy. What does healthy mean? Well, to me, my parameter for healthy is when I can go mountain biking, rock climbing, that sort of thing, without problem again. That's my parameter. What the weight is, I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to weigh when I get there. But when I get there, I'll let you know. because that's when the project will be done. So we have a bit to go still. Now the other one is we got to work at it. Now that we've instructed ourselves, now that we have a clear, defined goal to follow, that's when it is work. Because without the work, it doesn't matter how much you have in between your ears. You won't get anywhere. You won't do anything. This morning, I went to see the trainer. He worked me pretty hard. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in pain later on today and tomorrow and the day after and the day after that. But we were talking, oh man, I just lost my train of thought. Anyways, I went to go see a trainer. It was great. But, you need to have to work. Oh, yes, I remember now. So we're talking about, we the three guys that are there working out, we started talking sports and football and all that. And we started talking about, talent versus determination, hard work, and preparation. And how great work ethic, if you work, you study, you plan, that's going to beat raw talent any day of the week. Because if you just have raw talent and do nothing with it, it doesn't do anything for you. But the person that gets up in the morning, studies, works, and works towards that goal is going to get there further and faster than anybody with talent. And the talent does help. It does, without a question. But talent alone is not going to get you what you want. You need to have the work ethic, to get you there. So that's what we're trying to build here, is have that ethic to get it done, So, thank you for joining me. Those were the takeaways, just that conversation yesterday really reminded me of everything that has gone into this project. All the hours of preparation to get going. So now that we have that, we have a goal, now we just have to work at it. And that's what I'm doing. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. We'll see you again tomorrow, and have a great, wonderful day. And if you have any questions, let me know. Reach out to me. Post this on Facebook, put it here on YouTube, whatever you want, let me know. Well, have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.